my gosh, we have survived. We survived one family holiday in quarantine. How are we doing? How are we doing, Joe?
Living, Morg, living. How you doing?
Living large. Okay, I'm doing good. I'm a survivor.
That bad?
I made it. For those of you who are new to the show, we are Morg and Joe, and we are two B's from Lil D. Every week, we get you flaming hot take and a theme. So this week's theme is with the Bachelorette going on. There's been a lot of drama there, and we are doing a blended theme, y'all. Stick with us. It is Christmas. You know, the holidays meets the Bachelorette, and I'm excited. I got some great contestants for you. Joe's got some as well. And they are ready to meet their Bachelorette. But before I tell you that, every week we got some B baggage. So, Joe, are you ready for our baggage this week?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so thank you to this person who gave us a shout on Instagram. I know this is a little delayed, but we did reply to you on Instagram, so you can't get mad at us. But we wanted to share with all our listeners your question so that they can bring it forward. There's another holiday. It's Christmas. Christmas is upcoming, or, whatever you celebrate this time of the year when you get a little time off work, you probably see some family. So I think this is still applicable, even though it's past.
Absolutely.
Any tips on surviving a Jersey Thanksgiving? I can already hear my Italian uncle now asking if I'm gay since I'm still single.
I don't know anything about Jersey. What is it?
So my first thought, Joe, first of all, Jersey, I'm sorry if this isn't the right thing to picture. Like, what came to mind is like his slicked back uncle's hair and him being like, oh, so you can come over with some green beans, but you can't bring a pretty girl, huh? Hey. That's what I was picturing.
I mean, I definitely get that. And I definitely imagine, and this is probably all those kind of movies, I definitely imagine like a mobster type eating spaghetti. I was like, what's the matter with you? Why don't you have a girlfriend?
Yes, that is what I pictured. So, and I mean, just the way he asked it made me think that was what I was supposed to picture. Like, how would I know otherwise, unless it's the cliche?
Exactly.
Every single person at the holiday, don't they just love how their family doesn't find them whole unless they've brought someone else?
I think that is so annoying. I hate it when that's like everyone's first question for me is like, so you dating anyone? Or like, so you got a boyfriend? And it's like, why is this like I do other interesting things?
This is another one of those situations to our listener that they should turn it around, turn it around on them. Be like, oh, so you're still with Aunt Marge? Oh, you're still with her? Wow, that's pretty lame. Like, that's a little too long. Like, make it.
Wait, are you suggesting divorce to your uncle? Your Italian uncle?
Italian Catholic uncle, probably. Make it a controversial about something else, okay? If he's going to come at you and ask you why you're still single, you go right back and ask him why he's still with Aunt Marge or whatever her name is.
I like that. A classic turnaround, making them feel like questioning their decisions.
Yeah. Not saying, no offense to Aunt Marge. She's probably quietly cooking in the kitchen. I'm just saying, Uncle whoever needs a little help here.
Yeah, he needs a wake-up call. He needs some sort of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't keep saying that.
Yeah, I would say you could be a little softer, but Italian uncle just doesn't make me think it's going to stick without a little force.
Yes, agreed. I also feel like you could pull up or bring up some famous people who were really successful and single, like the Queen of England, like Queen Elizabeth I, and be like, she had no problem. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you could just short list some people that were really successful without a partner. Like, I don't need anyone to support me.
That's a really good call. Yeah, pick out your successful people now, jot them down, get them ready for the holidays. Round 2, ding, ding, ding. Along that same line, kind of paired with what I was saying as well, I'm thinking allude to that you're talking about him. Maybe you don't want to be as harsh. You could just be like, and what? Pick the wrong person and wind up unhappy, slopping around spaghetti on my shirt? No way. And then like walk away, like allude to it being him. But
mind game.
You never say it.
Mind game. Feel like 54-year-old used car salesman who sits at home and argues with my wife all the time? I don't think so.
Not me, buddy. Not me.
I think that is the best strategy. I think we just found the winner. It's more suggestive.
Yeah, it's less harsh. Okay. And maybe you don't want that right
Mhm.
before you sit down to dinner together. But
It's the holidays, Morg. Let Uncle Tony take it how he will. You know, maybe he chooses to think it's not about him, and then, you know, your relationship is fine. Or maybe he thinks it is, and you can still argue that it wasn't.
and maybe it's not even really about him. He's just like, good points. Don't even, no way, don't want that. All valid points. And man, your last relationship sounds horrible. Well, I think we got ourselves a winner, at least a number of choices to pick from. Go with a harsh
Yes.
extreme, somewhere in the middle. You got choices.
Yeah, I mean, really, if one's not working for you, jump ship and do the other. I mean, you've got options here. We don't really know how your uncle will respond.
Yeah. Oh, if he's angry, maybe none of these work, and I'm sorry, but you didn't give us that detail.
True.
We don't want anyone's china broken on the holidays.
No, and we don't want to ruin the
No,
holidays.
that's true. We're hoping Tony can take a joke, okay?
Haha, just kidding. I'm not suggesting you and Aunt Marge divorce.
Nervous laughter all around.
There any more meatballs?
Tony's fuming. Ugh, broken plate. Meatballs on the wall. Okay, anyways. So this week, like I said, we are doing a Bachelorette themed episode. We are serving you all the roses you could ever need, but they are red and green because it is a holiday themed Bachelorette. And who is our contestant, Joe?
Who?
None other than the divorcee Mrs. Claus.
Whoa. There's a couple I never in a million years would have thought would have gotten divorced.
It's 2020, Joe. It's 2020, and things are happening that have never happened before.
Wow. This is a bummer. I mean, this is, I can't say I'm surprised, though. You're right. This is 2020. And Morg, why? Did we get a reason? Did she say she's fed up with Santa eating all the cookies or his little jolly tummy knocking things over?
She is tired of him working one day a year. She said he has, unethical labor laws are being broken. She's like, there are children making all these toys.
Whoa, elves are children?
Yes. Or, she just she doesn't think there's fair labor laws. She really has thought Santa's been taking advantage of the Christmas market for a while. And she's ready to get out from under his thumb. Okay.
I don't know.
She's holiday spirited too. She doesn't get enough attention, spotlight. She wants to be with someone who appreciates all she has to offer.
All right. She's a strong woman.
Yeah. She's done cooking in the kitchen and making him cookies when it's not Christmas.
That's her job? So she works every day out of the year and she keeps this Christmas spirit going, and he only works one day a year. Yeah, I'd be pretty mad too.
She's done it for too long. So it is the previous Mrs. Claus. She's kept the name for, of course, the boost. She knows a good name when she hears it. She's an influencer. And so we've got a beautiful lineup of eligible bachelors for Mrs. Claus. Okay. I have 4 contestants myself. I know you prepared some prior.
Yes, I did.
And so just to give everyone a little background, if you don't listen or watch The Bachelor, JoJo is not as familiar as me. I am a Bachelor watcher. Okay. I tune in.
Oh, there's no name for that? It's not like a batch head?
Oh, I am part of Bachelor Nation, but
there it is.
I wish I hadn't said that.
Bachelor Nation is very strong. Sounds like y'all are going to take over the world.
They created it.
Oh, The Bachelor created it.
They created their own name. Yeah. Whenever they have live audiences, they're like, Bachelor Nation is here behind us.
Oh, I would never want to go for that reason. I'd be like, I'm sorry, did I sign up for some sort of cult?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But you asked.
I did.
And I'm not here to lie to you. Jo is going to be educated throughout the episode. I really just gave her a few items to jot down around her contestant she's bringing, but ultimately Jo doesn't really watch this show, so I'm gonna walk y'all through. First night, Bachelorette, she's introduced, She is Mrs. Claus. She is feisty. She is done with the men that control her life. She's ready for candy cane stripes all around and to, rule Christmas without the shadow of Kris Kringle.
All right.
So she's looking for strong men who don't mind her strength, but also still the holiday spirit is alive and well. And she's not here to kill that. She wants to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
So we're introducing her. We're going to take you through a whole episode of The Bachelorette, really the first episode, where we're going to intro the guys. We're going to have a first impression rose. We're going to have them introduce themselves to Mrs. Claus. And of course, we're going to have a group date and a one-on-one date. And really, that you get it all. You'll get it all tonight. You get a jam-packed Bachelorette episode that you weren't even asking for.
Yes, and this to me sounds almost like a girl version of like Dungeons and Dragons. Like, are we gonna act out an episode of The Bachelor right here?
No, Joe, but we are gonna talk through our not our characters, but our I guess they are kind of characters. Our
contestants, more.
Contestant. Yes. So before the episode, I asked Joe to write up a bio of 4 contestants. Right now, though, I just want her to take her first contestant and give me her bio because I had to guess who these contestants are, and they are famous holiday characters.
Okay, Morg. So here is number 1. He is 75. He's in her age range. I would just like to say that. And his occupation is a banker.
A banker?
Yes. And so now are you ready for his bio?
I'm so ready.
Okay. So it's really short and it just says, I'm rich. Need I say more? Fun fact about me is that I'm not crazy about ghosts. And then he's got a tagline too.
Oh my God, it's Ebenezer Scrooge.
It definitely is.
Okay, perfect contestant. I love it. So Ebenezer is up in the running. He is getting out of the truck or limo to introduce himself to Mrs. Claus. What does he say?
So I'm not sure that I'm crazy about this tagline, but I said, girl, you gonna love me like I love money.
Oh, I like it. He's feisty and he's upfront about who he is.
Right? I mean, I didn't want to get too into, I was thinking I could take it on like a gold digger element, like he was going to comment, like suggesting she was. And I was like, no, I couldn't do that to my girl.
She's independent. She doesn't need that.
No, she don't. No, she don't.
She does not need that at all.
Okay, Morg. So how about one of your contestants?
Okay, next contestant is getting out of the car. He surprises everyone, okay, because he is here. His occupation is a seasonal drifter.
I didn't know that was a job.
He is 51.
You said he's 51? Okay.
He is 51. Also in the age range. I'm loving this, modern day Bachelorette. You can be a Bachelorette at any age.
Yes, I mean, come on. The Bachelorette is a little bit ageist. Come on, we need some older crowd in there.
And here he is. So his bio, Joe, is loves to laugh and play, but always seems like he's on a tight timeline. Some don't even believe you when you say you saw him.
Some don't even believe you when you say you saw him. Oh my gosh, is he the Yeti, the abominable snowman?
It is not the Yeti.
It's not him.
Would you like a clue?
Yes, I would.
So he has a corn cob pipe.
Is this Frosty?
It's Frosty.
A seasonal drifter. Oh my gosh, I had no idea Frosty was such a creep.
I was trying to describe because, the song is like he melts away. And so it's like he's only here one season.
Okay. I'm with you. Okay, so now Frosty slides out of the car. He's dripping water because he's melting, I'm assuming. What is he saying to Claus?
Okay, he gets up to Claus. He holds her hands tight. They're freezing. It's not as romantic as he hoped, but he does say, my eyes may be cold, but I still see my future with you.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't make a comment about like her turning his eyes into diamonds or something.
Oh, well.
Next time, Morg.
The producers gave him options and he chose one. He's a seasonal drifter, though. He needs to be honest. He's not Ebenezer Scrooge, okay?
That's true. Yeah, those things are never going to be diamonds. He's not rich. I've seen that hat he wears. He's got a corncob pipe.
Ugh. Children put them together every year. Okay, Joe, we got Bachelor number 3. Miss Claus, she's waiting. She's not sure she's met the one yet.
Okay, so before I send out my contestant, my very eligible bachelor, does she have a first name? Because I feel weird calling her Claus and Mrs. Claus.
You're right. She's divorced now.
Just like I want to call her Rebecca.
Okay, Rebecca Claus. Like, no, apparently, according to Google, it's Mary.
Ugh, I mean, that sounds right. Fine, Mary.
I like Rebecca. No, this is a new Mrs. Claus. This is Rebecca.
This is Rebecca. She's out of her marriage. She's going by her middle name.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, so here comes our very eligible bachelor. He is 532 years old.
Whoa.
And his job is he is a spy.
532. Okay, so he is wise.
Yes, and we can discuss the age because I wasn't 100% sure. So I can get your opinion afterwards. But okay, so his bio is, I'm a little bit of a workaholic. Fun fact is sometimes I forget to blink. I cannot stand naughtiness.
Naughtiness. Okay, is this her ex-husband? Is this Santa?
Oh my gosh, no.
Okay, but that would be some juicy drama. He's trying to win her back.
I kind of agree. I didn't make one for Santa, but I kind of wish I would have. Like the new and improved Nick.
Right? He's lost a bunch of weight. He's off the cookie game. He's a changed man. Okay, it's not Santa. Okay, tell me who it is. Give me him.
Okay, it is an elf on the shelf.
Oh, so cute. So he's mischief.
Yes, he's mischievous. Yes, he's like doo-doo-doo. I mean, but he's like, his job is there to watch your kids, you know? I mean, he's not exactly like being mischievous, is he?
Well, I mean, but I thought the point was like you would set him up so he looked like he did the bad thing.
Oh no, Morg. I think that has been like a fun twist on the Elf on the Shelf. I think the real purpose of the Elf on the Shelf is to watch your children so they feel like accountable for their actions and they don't behave badly.
Oh, he's like, oh, that's why he said he was a spy.
Yeah, so I mean, and I could be wrong, but so I was telling you earlier, I purchased an Elf on the Shelf, and as I was reading about it, I ran into a lot of angry moms that were like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe people would promote this. Like, your kids should behave well all the time. So I kind of gathered that the Elf on the Shelf was there to watch your children.
Oh, wow. Okay. I had no idea this background of Elf on the Shelf. So this makes me nervous for Rebecca Claus, because that means that she's probably, this bachelor probably still speaks with her husband. He works on behalf of her ex-husband. Like, does she need that in her life?
Oof. And just wait till you hear his tagline, because it's also creepy.
Okay, tell me. I know I'm going to hate him.
It's, you can't escape me, girl. I'm always watching you.
Oh my God. He is like, okay, so on every season of The Bachelor or Bachelorette, I feel like there's like this person that everyone loves to hate and they get to stay a while because everybody loves to hate them. This is a producer pick, okay? He's going to stay. He's going to stay for a bit because everybody's going to be like, stop telling on me. Stop telling her what I said in the confidence of this room. Like, they're going to be mad at him. There's going to be drama. And he's
our instigator.
Yeah. And he's going to be bringing up stuff that St. Nick said, you know?
That's true.
He's going to be like, I'm here for you, girl. And Santa told me about some things with y'all's marriage, so I'll make it better. Like, he's going to piss Rebecca off.
Oof. And I could see him pissing off other contestants by like talking about Santa too. You know, I mean, he's not even here to play. He's here to wreak havoc.
So he's a producer pick for sure.
Well, I'm excited to see what he does. That's why I'm watching.
Well, Joe, are you ready for, I guess it's contestant number 4.
Roll him out.
He's coming out. Okay. This person, age is dead.
Okay, interesting.
So a little bit of an odd one. Occupation, haunting, obviously. Bio always brings up the past. Sometimes doesn't feel like he's truly with you. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's all?
Who are we talking about? That's it.
Oh, okay. Wow, this is a tricky one.
Well, do you want a little bit of like he is definitely like close with one of our other contestants that's already come up.
I think then I think it's the Ghost of Christmas Past.
It is 100% the Ghost of Christmas Past. He's going to have some beef with Ebenezer. Like, him and Ebenezer are going to get into it.
Okay. It's like, I don't remember the story well enough. He's the one who wears chains or he doesn't wear chains?
Oh, that's Jacob Marley. I almost picked him, but I said no. Too much baggage. Why you in chains? That's not what I want for Rebecca.
But I feel like he could have a really good tagline that would be like, only you can unchain me.
Oh, yeah. Well, he probably has a better one than the Ghost of Christmas Past now that you mention it. Because the tagline, Ghost of Christmas Past, walks up to Rebecca, walks through her a little bit. It's awkward. He steps back. It was an accident. And then he says, I rose from the dead to be here tonight. Get it? Rose.
I like how he had to clarify because I too missed it. Ghost of Christmas Past.
Well, nobody ever said he was funny. They just said he talks about the past a lot. He never lets it go. He has...
yeah, it was spooky. He's a spooky one. I feel like, okay, so we've got our instigator, and then I feel like and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like from what I know about The Bachelor, there's always like kind of the oddball, like the one who it's like their intentions and stuff. It's like they're just really weird, like in their justifications. I feel like that's Christmas Past. And everyone around them and everyone watching is like, oh my gosh, like, I do not understand this. Like,
yeah,
this is the one who comes and interrupts the rose ceremony. That's like, can I steal so-and-so? And they like profess their love in the very first episode.
That is so Christmas Past. And he's going to be a weird one because, you know, he knows about all of her past Christmases. And so he has just a little too much knowledge to make any of us comfortable. He's going to bring stuff up that she's not really interested in talking about. He's going to, you know, show her the past and she's trying to move forward. I don't think it's right, but everybody's going to be like, man, why is he still around? Like, he gets to be on there because he's got his quirk for a little longer. That's what I think.
Okay. I agree. I mean, from what I know, sounds right.
I am loving these though. So I think we got a great lineup. Just to recap, we had Ebenezer stepped out first.
He strutted out, by the way.
Ghost of Christmas Past now is out. Frosty, of course. And then Elf on the Shelf.
It's a hodgepodge for sure.
I just am like picturing them lining up for the rose ceremony and it looks great. Frosty's melting. He's like, can we get these lights off, please?
He's sweating. He's real nervous.
Okay, who is contestant number 5?
Okay, Mark. So here comes contestant number 5. He is 54 and
oh my gosh, okay.
Surprisingly, I wouldn't have thought this. Our youngest contestant so far.
No, Frosty's 51.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oops. Almost. Are you kidding me? Frosty's younger? His occupation is a babysitter.
A babysitter. Okay. Is he... Okay, he's 54 and he...
Wait, do you want his bio?
Oh, I do. I was like, this is so hard.
I was going to say, Mark, that is bold. Just going off of those things, I definitely don't think you're going to get it, but good luck.
Okay, yes, please.
Okay, and I will say I think this is going to be the hardest one. I will be impressed if you get it, but I do think you're capable of getting it. So, okay. I am easily chilled and pretty much always have a blanket on and love sitting by the fire. I cannot give my all or my best if I do not feel like I am treated exceptionally well. I am always smiling.
What?
The tagline is going to be what I think you're going to get this with, though.
Oh my gosh, but okay, maybe you should tell me the tagline before you tell me the person.
I think that I will. Okay, so stick with me and I'll poop you some presents.
Poop you some presents? I have no idea.
Morg, it's Kagatillo.
Oh my god. Well, now you have to tell everybody what that is. Kagatillo, I forgot.
Morg and I, when we did our trip through Europe, we were in Barcelona and we learned about this Catalonian Christmas tradition, and it's a stick and you wrap him in a blanket and you treat him really, really well and you feed him every single night. And on, I guess, Christmas, you smack him with a stick and you sing a song that's like, excuse my language, but like shit gifts. And he poops out presents for you. And they're like small presents, but still, I think about this from time to time because it is like, I just want to meet someone from Catalonia and be like, I'm sorry, like, is this just me? Like, or is this not weird? Like, is this weird for you? Like, and Kagatillo just means like basically shit uncle, like literally translated.
And so it's kind of like a piñata, but for Christmas.
Yes, but a log. I don't even know that I mentioned that. Did I mention it's just a hunk of wood?
But there's presents inside it, so is it hollowed?
That's no. So the presents, so you know how I said that you wrap him in a blanket to keep him warm?
Oh,
and you take good care of him? I think the gifts go under the blanket.
Okay, so they just kind of like get slid in there before they beat it up with a stick.
Yes, but I love that. I want to adopt this tradition. I think it would help my anxiety.
I think so too. I think it's a great one. I think that'd be like a really fun thing to do with your kids is one day, like every year you do a different country's tradition or something.
Ooh, that would be a great learning opportunity.
Yeah. But I don't know how Rebecca's going to feel about this.
Mark, he's always smiling. Did you not read the bio? He's the happiest man around, and he just is so happy he poops out presents.
Okay. I'm just worried. Dear Rebecca is going to hear the name, and she is a little bit of an elitist. So I don't know.
She kind of a prude.
She's a prude.
She's kind of a prude. I see the way she dresses.
Yeah. What is that?
Half moon glasses,
apron,
like get a new hairstyle.
Half moon glasses, contacts, Rebecca.
But Morg, I'm thinking he might be the surprise one. You know, I'm thinking he's going to be the character that from the beginning you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's really weird. But then he's going to grow on you, and you're going to really like him.
Okay, well, I can't wait to see how it all plays out.
All right, but who's next?
Joe, our youngest contestant thus far, 28.
No.
He is a baker.
What?
He's a baker.
Okay.
His bio is he has great flair. He's very cute. His jokes, though, and him can easily get stale.
He's a baker, and his jokes get stale. And he wrote this in his bio. He chose to write this.
Well, okay, I think we did two different things when we wrote the bio. I wrote it as if somebody else wrote his bio, and you wrote it as if it came from them. So I was writing it like the store is kind of, I mean, not the store, the like producers are kind of making it drama-y, but...
Oh, is that how it goes? See, I don't even know.
Well, they just write, like they produce these bios before the show to like hype up the contestants.
Oh, okay. His jokes like his bread goes stale. I need another clue. I have no idea right now. A famous baker?
Okay, we'll do one similar to I'll do the of course his intro to Rebecca, Mrs. Claus. He comes out, he says he's kind of, he's young, he's hip, he's trying to be cool. He goes up to Rebecca and says, "Don't get baked with these losers. You're gonna wind up with me." I know that doesn't help you anymore.
I was just going to say, I don't know what in there was going to help me. I like his tagline though. I like how he's like the bad boy.
Okay, this is the other one I thought, which is much more of a clue, and you'll get it with this. He's like, "All I need to do is ginger snap my fingers and you'll be mine."
Oh, he's a gingerbread man.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I like those.
Yeah, he's got a little spice to him. Ginger.
A little ginger. I like that.
Yep. And so I think Rebecca, this is what Rebecca's looking for. Like she's looking for a new life. She's looking for someone young, someone hip, someone ready to spice it up.
She's a coug. She's a cougar. I had no idea.
She's a coug. She's a divorcee. Yeah, she wants to get rid of the half moon glasses.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So, okay, Joe, who's your last contestant? Let's bring him out.
Okay, my last contestant. Again, I feel like I was reaching here. If you thought my last one was difficult, this one might also be hard. So this one is 80. So, back in our original age range, he's seasoned. He is a storyteller.
Oh.
Morg. He is a storyteller.
We like that.
And so, yes, I did write his bio as if he wrote it. So I consider myself to be a fashion icon and take great pride in my beard and mustache. I also play the banjo.
A banjo?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay.
Do you want to hear his tagline?
Wow. Yes.
Okay. Unless you were like thinking of this, you probably won't get it. But okay. You think you know Holly Jolly? Girl, I invented Holly Jolly.
Invented Holly Jolly? I have no idea who this guy is with a banjo. Buddy Holiday.
No. Holly Jolly, like, have a holly jolly Christmas. It's Sam the Snowman.
Okay, I do not know who that is.
You do, though. So I promise you, as soon as you see a picture of him, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, yes, that's Sam the Snowman. He narrates the Rudolph movie. There it is. There it is.
I do know who he is.
I saw your face have that aha moment.
Wow. A storyteller. Yep.
Everyone knows him. Him with his little. I should have commented more specifically on his vest and his top hat, his little bowler cap, and why on earth is he always carrying around an umbrella? I do not know.
He can't get wet or he'll ice over. Okay, we got 2 snowmen. So Frosty and Sam are like facing off right now because you know you can't keep one for very long.
The competition. Yeah. So it's going to be rough. I mean, they're really similar. Okay, Morg, who's the last one for you?
Last one, probably the most controversial as well. He kicks open the limo door, comes out.
Oh.
He is 18 years old. He is a drummer.
Whoa, barely legal.
Bio, really annoying. Can't read the room. Trying to announce your business to everyone.
Sounds like an 18-year-old.
Yes. So his line to Rebecca as he, enters the show is drumstick with me, honey, and we'll overcome anything.
I like how you opted for all these puns, and he's totally the little drummer boy.
He's so the little drummer boy.
I said Lil.
I know. Controversial. The little drummer boy.
Shocking. Who knew he'd become such a douchebag?
Yeah, he's really annoying, though, but he goes throughout the town being like, rumpa-pum-pum, rumpa-pum-pum. We know he's annoying.
That's very true. Is like, okay, enough. Like, I could say... rum-bum-bum-bum.
Driving through this town.
It's like really just repeating everything. Learn a new song.
Yes, I know you want to announce this to the entire town, but don't you think they heard this a minute ago when you were up the street a little bit?
Like, can you really play the drums? I don't know, because you only ever play this one beat.
Rum-pa-pum-pum. Yeah, who's to say he can actually play the drums? You're so right.
It's all an act. Maybe the elf on the shelf will uncover it during this season of The Bachelorette.
Oh my gosh.
He's going to catch him.
He doesn't even play the drums, I heard. Like, they're behind the scenes. Like, Sam is totally talking crap about Frosty. Like, look at that drifter. I am a bowler hat wearing, vest wearing man. I'm a grown man.
That's true. Our snowmen are like polar opposites. Like, we've got a very well-dressed, well-renowned, regal storyteller who takes great pride in his looks, and then we've got a drifter who has a freaking hat that was found on the ground and is, other than that, naked.
He's wearing a scarf.
Morg, that doesn't make it better.
Okay, you're right. But Rebecca's ultimately the one that gets to decide here. It's not really up to us.
You're right. You're right. We're just Chris Hasley or whatever the announcer's name is.
Oh my God, Chris. Yeah, Chris Harrison.
There we go.
I guess with all of our contestants now, we're going to fashion ourselves a group date, Joe. So every episode on the Bachelorette or Bachelor, there is a group date and then a one-on-one date where, of course, our contestant Rebecca will pick to get to know people better. She kind of has to date a big group of them and then take somebody one-on-one that she's found an extreme interest in. So, Joe, of our contestants, who gets the one-on-one date? I feel like there had to be some chemistry there. Who do we think Rebecca just really resonated with first off?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to say Sam. I think she doesn't know he's annoying yet. And I think she's really smitten with his youth.
Wait, Sam?
And his excuse me, our drummer boy. Does he have a name?
Oh, let's just call him Lil. No, I was going to say Lil D, like our name.
Lil D, call Lil D.
Lil D. Okay, fine, it's Lil D.
So I think she should have it with Lil D. What do you think, though?
Okay, I was thinking Ebenezer. Rebecca thinks she can change men. Okay. She tried it in her first marriage. I don't think she's really grown yet. And so I think she's going to pick Ebenezer for her one-on-one.
was just going to say, regardless, I don't even remember, but I was going to say, I mean, we've got to watch like half a season of her and being really frustrated with her for not changing.
Yes, and they will be egging it on, especially Elf on the Shelf. But what are they doing on their one-on-one date? So there's always an activity, Joe. I wanted to ask you what you thought it should be. I, right off the bat, thought decorating cookies, and thank God we did not pick Gingerbread Man, because that could have been awkward AF if they were decorating his family.
That is a very good point. Okay. So I was thinking like, yeah, I didn't do this right, Morg, because I was thinking more specifically to the character, and I was like, where would Ebenezer want to go? And I was like, not the past, the present.
Okay, well, I like that. So he would his one-on-one date would be very in the moment, spontaneous date.
Yes. Yes. I mean, and they could even, we could do like a little play on words. They could be present wrapping, take a course in gift wrapping.
Oh, I like that. A really like quick gift wrapping class. Lovely. And she would roll her goddamn eyes because she did that with Santa all the time. So Ebenezer is screwed.
She might hate all of these dates, though.
Okay. Well, at least like some of them don't. Oh, you're right. Cookies has to do with Santa. Oh my gosh. There's a lot to unearth.
She's been making cookies for years, you just told me.
You're right.
Every day for years. Do you think she wants to be cooking? No, she wants to go freaking windsurfing in the Bahamas.
Man, well, we did bad then. We did bad. The producers, they effed up with these activities.
2020, Morg, as you said.
She's looking over her half moon glasses and she's pissed.
She's not having us.
Man, okay, well, apologies. She just got back from her date with Ebenezer, or the little drummer boy. And now she's taking the guys who didn't get to go on the one-on-one on a group date. They also normally have an activity on every Bachelorette where the group date has like two teams. Like sometimes they play like soccer, and then whichever team wins gets to go to dinner with the Bachelor or Bachelorette.
So it's a competition.
So normally it's like a competitive thing, and then like a smaller group gets to actually like hang out with them.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? When you have these like competitions, what is the Bachelorette doing? Does she just sit? Like, because to me, it doesn't seem like a group date if you're competing. Like, that's weird. That's like me watching you catch bugs in my yard while I sip on a martini, like I said I want to have as a party. Like, I mean, that's like, it's not like you're participating.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. You, like, a lot of times they're like the referee, and then there's like a couple judges. It's not great.
I don't trust Rebe in that role.
You don't want her in that role? Well, too bad.
I don't trust her as a ref.
Well, normally they have a couple, so she has some counselors in the mix.
This show's so weird.
Yeah. So what are they doing, Joe? I personally, though, for their competition, again, I went the holiday route. I said they were doing a decorating tree contest. So there's 2 blank Christmas trees, and then there's like a ton of decor, and then like the teams have to like quickly do it around a theme. So
I love that.
Yeah.
But what if we put a twist on it that was like not with Christmas items? Like, what if it was like they gave you like a pile of just household items like forks and jeans and pantyhose, and you had to decorate like the best Christmas tree, and then Rebe gets to decide.
Yes, I like that. I was kind of on the same lines where I like it even more that it's household items, but I was thinking like you get like a theme, like your like Bahamas theme just inspired me. And so then your whole Christmas tree, it's not like Christmassy. It has to be like the Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a little, because what they'll do is like come up and be like, I always like playing soccer with my, friends. So that's what we're going to do today. So it's always like a little bit about the Bachelor, Bachelorette, whatever activity they're doing. So Rebby got to get up there and say, I'm ready for a new life. And while I know the old life is part of me, AKA Christmas and those trees, I want it to be new and different compared to what we normally would see.
Yeah, at least she owns it, Morg. I mean, maybe if she would have changed her last name, but that has Christmas attached to it forever. So she can't be mad at us for choosing Christmas activities for her group and independent dates.
I know, like, even the producers are like riding that wave. They're like, the ring is off, but the name's still there. That's like her tagline the whole season.
Oh.
Yes. They do their group date. I really think this is when the drama mostly occurs. People get mad at each other. They feel like somebody else lost it for them. Who's getting in our fight on the group date?
Oh, and do we choose two people to fight?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like we've already alluded to this. I feel like it's going to be Frosty and Sam.
Yeah, and you know Frosty's the ghetto one that's going to start it.
He's going to throw his little pipe on the ground and in his hat, and he's like stripping off his scarf. And he's like, I'm going to rip that mustache right off your face.
Yeah, they had a rift from the beginning. I definitely agree. I think it's Frosty and Sam going at it. And
I do too.
I don't even think they both make it home. Like, I think Rebby has to put a stop to it and is like, I don't accept this type of behavior. This is not holiday spirit. One of them walks.
But she's gonna shake it up, because I think we're all thinking she's gonna keep the more refined one, but maybe she likes Frosty's wild streak. I think she's gonna keep Frosty.
I think so too. And then it's like the rest of the guys are gonna be like, come on, like Sam's a nice guy. If she wants Frosty, then who? Like, what am I doing here?
Oh, is this how the show normally goes?
Yeah, they get some like background noise, like some behind the scenes people's perspective of the event, and normally people are like, why would she keep him or whatever, the guys that like cause a lot of fights.
We chose this.
All right, Joe, I think we're down to the wire. We're going to end with picking our first impression rose for Rebby. So who
and what is that, Morg?
The first rose ever given out on the show. It's always whoever pretty much makes a distinct memory to the host or the bachelor, bachelorette. So it's really like who they're most attracted to, probably, is what I always think, because all they've heard from them is those terrible taglines.
Okay. I have to tell you who I think would probably, in my opinion, should get the first impression rose.
Who was Rebby like fired up about when they came out? That's who you gotta pick.
I mean, I don't know, Morg. Was she fired up about any of them? I mean, we already established we had a hodgepodge of characters.
That we didn't do our job. This is for Rebby, Joe. She got to like one of them.
I know, but I'm thinking a lot of them are going to grow on her. I mean, I think it's the freaking ghost, Morg. I mean, that would leave an impression on me.
He literally accidentally stepped into her and then had to back out.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry about that. Ooh.
Didn't mean to get in your bubble.
But that was like part of the tactic. It was very memorable.
Tricky.
Okay, I think that's a great one. First impression rose is the ghost of Christmas past.
I don't know how long he'll last, though, because I think everyone's going to get really fed up with living in the past.
He's like, oh, that's not how you acted last year.
Let me take you back. I'll show you.
Like the little drummer boy's like, no, pum. Everyone's so annoyed at each other.
I just picture him like never listening and always like hitting stick.
That is for sure.
Well, it's going to be an interesting season.
I know we're at our time this week. I hope you enjoyed our Bachelorette episode.
Makeover.
I think we need to make this happen. I really hope Bachelor Nation gets in contact with me and Joe, and we can make this a real episode, because maybe we don't need to see the whole season.
Yes, we need some geriatric.
But we need to see it geriatric.
We need some geriatric bachelors and bachelorettes.
But it can be a range. Lil D is young and he is spry. Little drummer boy, he's ready to mingle.
Yes. Well, then, I mean, I guess that's all there is, Morg. I mean, we gave out our final rose.
We just wanted to kick off December right. A Christmas Bachelorette with none other than the divorcee, Mary Rebecca Claw.
Yes. And please let us know who you think should win the whole thing. So we had a drummer boy, we had Sam the snowman, we had Frosty the snowman, we had the little mischievous elf on the shelf, we had the ghost of Christmas past, we had Ebenezer Scrooge, and a gingerbread man. Who am I missing, Morg?
I think you hit them all.
Kagatillo.
Oh, yeah.
The pooping present man.
That's right. He's been awfully quiet in these discussions.
He has, because he's just off in a corner smiling, but he'll come in and swoop it. But please send us that. Send us who you think should win. And maybe by Christmas, Morg, we can have a full-blown winner.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Please send in your votes and we will definitely let you know who Rebecca ends up with. Who's getting the ring at the end.
Yes. Yes. So this has been Holiday Bachelorette by the 2Bs, Morg and Joe. Please be sure to follow us on Instagram at 2Bs from Lil D and have an excellent weekend. See you Friday.